Ramagana is famous for something the people of this town in eastern Rwanda would rather forget: genocide. 14 years ago, it was a place of death. But today the town is famous for something else. The children of Ramagana are leading Rwanda into the 21st century. Those little green and white things they're carrying are actually computers, laptop computers, and the kids are hooked on them. Bonir Sabamungu is 13 years old. He's had his laptop for a couple of months. He says he is discovering many things.
To see the story of my country, the story of the presidents of Africa and America.
Yes, this is that $100 laptop you've probably heard about. It was developed at MIT, and it is the centerpiece of the One Laptop Per Child initiative. The focus is on developing countries, and there are 31 nations involved. One laptop per child isn't just some catchy title, it's a real goal. One laptop for every primary school kid. And Rwanda is determined to get there before anyone else. One laptop at a time until it reaches 2.3 million. That's how many school children there are in this country. The president of Rwanda, no less, is the driving force here. Paul Kagame, the former general who led the rebel army that ended the genocide. A brilliant strategist, he has calculated that Rwanda can leapfrog over other countries in Africa by creating a knowledge-based society. And he says that means making the entire country computer literate.
Our goal is to continue raising means and ways to provide all primary school children in Rwanda with this important learning tool.
Nicholas Negroponte is the MIT man behind the little computer that could change a lot of things in countries like Rwanda. He and Kagame shared the stage for the official One Laptop launch back in October. The audience, well, some were a little distracted.
This is something between a toy and a tool. This is something that every child in this audience will feel is theirs.
When you see the children clicking away, it's hard to believe that most of them don't even have a radio at home. That is the case with Bonaire, also Joyce, and it was intimidating in the beginning. When I first got it, I was afraid, he says, because I thought computers were only used by people who were very intelligent or who had graduated from universities. But now, he says, I'm very confident. She says I was happy at first, but also worried I might break it and never get another one. And look at them now.
They catch up very quickly. They learn so fast, they discover things, they are so curious.
In a short period of time, they've raced way ahead. The teachers often struggle just to keep up. These laptops may be small, but they've got a lot of information crammed into them. There's over 30 programs. It doesn't use a hard drive, it uses a 1 gigabyte flash memory. Now, that may not sound like very much, but for these children, it has opened an entirely new world. Those green cylindrical things are antennas, which pick up the wireless network. In remote places like this, they bring it in with a satellite hookup. The ultimate plan is to make the entire country one big wireless hotspot. Before the laptops arrived in these schools, attendance was a problem. Classrooms were usually half full. Not anymore. They also take their computers home on weekends, which is actually a big part of the whole idea. The logic is that the kids, keen, quick learners, will teach their brothers and sisters, their neighbors, and their parents. Bonaire spends a lot of time on the computer with his dad, Gerard. He is a patient teacher. I was not lucky enough to have this chance, like my son, he says, because I was born into a poor family. I don't understand how it works, he says, but my son shows me how to use it.
In some places, we're finding that the parents wait for the child to go to sleep. And as soon as the child is asleep, they use the laptop.
Hard to tell if Gerard is one of those nighttime surfers. He certainly looks innocent enough. He is, however, a very proud dad, and he believes the computer will only lead to good things for his son. Rubbing shoulders with the president isn't so bad. Bonaire was one of those kids in the audience on launch day, and he's got the picture of the president to prove it. School is out now, and the children at Ramagana Primary are on their way home. Some will walk past that genocide memorial. It may be just down the road, but what it represents is a long way from where these children are now. For World Focus, I'm Martin Seemungal in Ramagana in eastern Rwanda.